My wife mocked me while cheating with my boss, so I burned everything, Reddit cheating stories. I always thought betrayal would come quietly, like a knife slipping between ribs in the dark. But mine came with laughter, my wife's laughter, echoing through a phone call she never meant for me to hear. That sound, sharp and cruel, would burn itself into my memory forever. It wasn't just her laughter, it was what she was laughing about. She was mocking me, alongside the man who had once been my mentor, my boss. That was the night something inside me broke. For nearly 15 years, I had built my life around my wife, Emily. We met when I was just starting out, living paycheck to paycheck, scrambling to make something of myself. She was beautiful, sharp-witted, and seemed to believe in me even when I didn't believe in myself. Together we clawed our way into stability. I worked long nights, grinding away at a company that demanded everything of me. I thought it was worth it. I thought I was building something for us. But Emily had different plans. I found out about the affair completely by accident. One night, she left her phone on the counter while she went upstairs. A message notification flashed across the screen. Normally, I respected her privacy, but something about the name made my stomach twist. David. My boss. The man I had practically killed myself to impress, the man who had dangled promotions in front of me like a carrot on a stick, always telling me I was close, but not quite there yet. I shouldn't have looked. But I did. And once I opened that message, I couldn't stop. There it was, weeks, maybe months, of messages. Not just flirting, not just confessions of desire, but conversations dripping with venom about me. Emily. He's so pathetic, David. You should have seen him last night, begging for overtime approval like some desperate kid. David. I know, it's hilarious. He actually thinks I respect him. And then came the laughter. Audio clips. Her giggling in David's office, mocking my clothes, my dreams, even the way I laughed. That night, while she slept upstairs, I sat in the dark with her phone in my hand, my chest hollow, my veins boiling. I had been killing myself for this woman and for this company, and both had been laughing behind my back. The rage that built in me was like nothing I'd ever felt. I didn't just want to walk away, I wanted to erase the life I had built for them. The next morning, I confronted Emily. She didn't deny it. Instead, she smirked. You really think you're enough for me? God, you're so blind. David is everything you'll never be. Those words gutted me. But then she laughed again, the same laugh I'd heard in those recordings, and something inside me hardened. I didn't scream. I didn't cry. I just planned. For weeks, I went through the motions like nothing was wrong. At work, I played the loyal employee. At home, I acted the dutiful husband. But in the quiet of night, I mapped out my revenge. Not the kind with fists or guns, but the kind that leaves scars no one can hide. David trusted me with everything at work. After all, I had been the one keeping the place running while he schmoozed investors and played golf. I knew the weaknesses, the overlooked risks, the shortcuts he had taken to cut costs. And Emily. She trusted me too. She never imagined I could turn cold. One Friday evening, when both of them were conveniently working late, I made my move. The office was empty, quiet except for the hum of machines. I had brought gasoline, enough to drown every corner of the place. As the flames roared to life, devouring the building I had given my youth to, I felt nothing but grim satisfaction. Years of sacrifice, of broken promises, of betrayal, all turned to ash. Then I went home. Emily was waiting, her phone buzzing with messages from David. I didn't say a word. Instead, I walked into the garage, poured gasoline over the stacks of photo albums, gifts, furniture, all the things we had built together. She screamed when she realized what I was doing. Are you insane? She shrieked. Maybe I was. But as I lit the match and watched the flames consume the house, I felt freer than I had in years. Emily's screams turned into curses, threats, pleas, but I didn't look back. I left with nothing. No money, no home, no marriage. Just freedom. The weeks that followed were hard. I had nothing but a few clothes in my truck and the crushing weight of what I'd done. But slowly, I started rebuilding, not for her, not for David, but for me. I found work in a different town, doing construction. It was brutal, exhausting, but it was honest. And for the first time in years, I felt like I was living for myself. Emily tried to contact me, of course. First with rage, then with apologies, then with desperation when David dumped her after the fire. But I never responded. She had mocked me, stripped me of my dignity, and for that she lost the right to ever speak my name again. As for David, the fire exposed his negligence, his fraud, everything he had been hiding. He lost his company, his reputation, his future. Last I heard, he was facing charges. Sometimes, late at night, I think about those flames, the way they burned everything I thought I couldn't live without. And I realize they didn't just destroy my past, they cleared the ground for something new. Betrayal broke me, but fire set me free. And if there's one thing I've learned, it's this: sometimes you have to let everything burn to finally rise from the ashes.